I met a gypsy.
Environments, you know. So I'm really proud of our guys for doing that.
Yeah. So, can you pull up a picture of this prototype machine? Let's break this thing down.
Yeah.
What do you know that I don't know? Have you got any intel? Whose is it on? What? Ruben Fernandez? Is it like surely it's on Vital or something?
HRC MXGP or something.
Here we go, company man.
Yeah. Maybe that third one. Yeah.
There we go. Scroll down.
There should be a good, maybe a couple pictures there.
Is that a gallery? No, it's just
Yeah.
Can you pause that? Does it pause? All right, refresh. Pause it like peak side on so we can really see. All right. Oh yeah, there. Yeah.
Don't get me fired, dude.
Bro, it's on a public Instagram, bro. So what am I looking at here, Trey Canard? What am I getting when I get my 26 Honda CRF or it'd be whatever year it is. Whenever this comes out, what am I looking at?
Yeah, so I mean,
because I'm getting
it's kind of funny in my role because it never stops, right? Like you're always, hey, what did we do wrong here? What are we gonna do moving forward? And so, this is what we're looking at is what's happening next. So, yeah, I'm really happy that Ruben raced it. Like, it's early, like
real early,
so early for him to do that. But
that's cool though. It's cool that they're getting ahead of that in that way.
And I think it says a lot about where Honda development is.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
With motocross.
What does this say about Honda right now that they're doing this like years ahead?
The gas is on.
Yeah.
Yeah, which for me is super exciting.
Yeah.
To be a part of that. So, I'm really pleased. I mean, it's for them to go racing on it like this early I was surprised.
And do you get like a memo on that where they're like, hey, Ruben's going to race it? Like, how ahead of time do you know that they're even doing it?
It was really short notice, like that development team, obviously we've been working, trying to improve motorcycles. So yeah, it was quick. It was really quick. Like, especially durability phases and things like that. Like they put in some work.
I was going to say they would have had to put a lot of hours on that, right? To like get it to that point. Probably like 500 hours plus.
I don't know what it is as far as like the physical riding time. Like there's dynos and things like that do a lot of the work before it even gets to ride. But it's a lot of work. So to see them do that this early, I was really happy from a development standpoint, because I mean it's still early in the prototype phase. So one, that tells me that it's performing well enough to go race, both durability and riding wise and things like that, and that they're really keen on trying to develop it more.
Yeah.
So that's huge, man. Like I was talking about earlier, this development team, like I'm very happy with them, and I hope for their sake that this bike does well, but we've got a lot more work to do.
Do you ever get any indication of commercially how well the bikes are selling? Like, does that ever trying to trickle down? So you develop, you have the 23, 24, and then you're developing the 25, and there's like a lot of this race team production crossover. And then the 25 comes out, and then you hear the feedback from the media dorks like me, and everyone's kind of frothing on it. So you get that feedback. But do you ever get any numbers? Honda's like, this is selling really well. We crushed it. We're doing good.
Yeah, there's the Motorcycle Industry Council, which I'm not sure if you're familiar with, but they, one example of MIC is, around 2010, there was kind of a scare where the government was kind of putting a hold on motorcycles geared towards kids under a certain age demographic because there was lead in the
fuel,
in the throttle cable or something.
Oh, okay. It wasn't fuel?
I think it was the throttle cable, something like that.
So just don't let your kid eat your throttle cable.
Basically, yeah. It was common sense
What are we
stuff.
up to here?
It was common sense stuff. But the MIC is someone who represents all the brands who can go to Washington and say, hey, this is nonsense. No kid is going to chew on a throttle cable. And
some will, but we can do without those.
They'll probably be okay. And so the MIC is a company or is an organization that kind of represents all of the motorcycle brands, but they keep record of sales across all manufacturers, and so there's a way of knowing. So yes.
And so you can see, and like, does Honda pass on that info? Like, hey, we crushed it. These things are selling well. It's
not our focal point.
Okay.
Which is great because to me, your focal point should be performance always.
So just different buckets.
Yeah.
Leave that to other people.
Leave that to the people that do that.
Yeah.
I think the moment that you make it about advertising or sales, you probably miss the performance side of it. Obviously, those two go hand in hand. If you don't have something that's not performing well, your base is still going to buy it, but you're probably not going to crush it. So, from what I can tell, though, the 25s, especially the Works editions, like really crushed it. It was hard to find WEs, and they sold kind of over asking from what I've heard from a couple dealers. So, I think it did well. So, I guess to answer that question, I don't think that's influencing our the team's development.
Yeah, so it's not like Honda's like, keep it up, guys. This is great.
Yep.
Yep. So what do you think that you can improve on the 25 in this new prototype model? Or like, what are you guys trying to improve? Or is this not super production based and they're just like going in directions? Or how does that work?
This is very early prototype.
Okay.
Yeah. So, for Ruben to race, that's why I was surprised that they wanted to race it. But I think the racing environment is like the perfect environment to test in. Kind of like the CRE that I raced in Japan.
It's going to be my next question.
It was like, from what I understand, after talking to the development team, the value in that race was kind of like
massive.
Yeah. And the result was unfortunate, but the racing environment is kind of like the ultimate environment, especially in kind of pre-production testing. You got to be pretty cautious about where you're doing it, when you're doing it. It's to find a motocross track that's people don't have access to is kind of hard sometimes. Sometimes like a water truck guy strolls up and everyone's like running. Don't look. I don't know where I was going with that, but it's early prototype.
And so what do you think that you can make better on the 25 that you would hope finds its way into production in 2020X?
Yeah, I think there's some people that have had a complaint about, I think Kiefer called it Honda back or something like that. The rear of the chassis, kind of feeling harsh. Stability is always one we focus on. I think our engine has actually performed quite well. Like we've made it.
The engine's good, eh?
Yeah, really rideable, and we spent a lot of time on, making good FI map. All of our riders did a great job on that this year. So I don't think that we want to ruin that, but we also want to continue to improve that. But I think in all bikes, in general, stability, maneuverability, and chassis feel are kind of like
king.
Yeah.
Especially in the 450.
Yeah. For such a monster to get it to handle remotely like okay is kind of tough.
If you enjoyed this content, please like and subscribe. And to listen to the full 3-hour podcast, search Gypsy Tales in your favorite podcast platform or click the link in the description below. Gypsy Gang.